When I returned to school, my tutor decided it was her job to tell the class
how the brain really works. How a lump of meat gives us thoughts, emotions, that voice inside our heads.
You didn't do them. I'm looking at your grades and they are 0s. That's why you have a D. Me. Look, you dipshit.
Please like and
I have papers you've graded right here.
Oof, this comment really brought out the, well actually, brigade. Do me a favor and don't reply to this with some comment trying to explain neuroscience. That's missing the point entirely.
Because you're lowering your standards.
Suddenly my dating life makes sense now too.
Wow, this is correct. Holy fuck. This is very true.
Why do I keep opening the fridge every 5 minutes when I know there's nothing in there?
Because you're lowering your standards. From her. That is an unacceptable response. Subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day.
You're saving your game.
Suddenly my dating life makes sense now too.
How one horse can pull up to 8,000 pounds. But 2 horses can pull 24,000! Exclamation mark. Question mark. Furthermore, if the horses are friends they can pull up to 32,000 pounds! Exclamation mark. Question mark. Question mark.
I was about 14 at the time. She should have known better.
Only if the 10 horses are friends.
Pulling better with friends makes sense. If you know someone well and get along with them, you're going to be much better at coordinating your efforts with them.
I have no idea what you are referencing. But take your upvote for the giggle.
How come I hate myself and am desperately insecure? Yet I think I'm better than everyone else at the same time? WTF brain.
Because how you see yourself and how you see others are 2 different things.
That's how it works. Better than everyone. Ness is a defense mechanism to protect your ego from whatever you are afraid of. Treat the fear. Beat the insecurity.
Only if the 10 horses are friends.
Friendship is magic.
A discussion had turned into an argument.
Stronger together.
With the chap basically being awkward and pedantic.
Yes. Friendship is magic. You PM me your _labia. Space. It's such a massive entity that imagining even small units like galaxies is hard. How on earth are there pictures of the universe? Is there more? Where does it all end? Absolutely fascinating, but there is so much more to learn. Edit. Wow.
A couple of weeks in, the president gave a speech about the importance of school or something. I don't know.
I know there aren't actually pictures of it.
Where does it all end? For me, this is the scariest question. Isn't it a paradox? On one hand, it can't go on literally forever. It must end somewhere.
She had a fit.
What's on the other side? I can't wrap my head around it.
I said, fix it yourself.
Why I can't draw well. Like, I know how a normal human face looks like. I can even put a picture next to it and try to replicate every line. Yet, in the end, it looks shitty. Why? Edit. Thanks for my first ever Reddit gold and silver. Here are some of the most frequent suggestions in the answers for people who don't want to go through all of them. Draw with the eyes, not the brain to help with that. You can try turning the reference picture upside down to focus on the actual lines as an extra help. You can layer the picture into a grid pattern to get the proportions right, and for all aspiring artists. Practice.
It's actually a lump of cholesterol and fat.
The class wasn't a requirement for graduation.
Edit. I thought to myself, add enjoy. To the end. People might like that. Rip my inbox and I get gold. WTF.
Oh.
Students weren't allowed to keep a copy of the tests because the school was worried about test compromises.
So high cholesterol makes me more smarterer?
You're a lump of cholesterol and fat.
Honestly, politics. I get some stuff, and I'm trying to educate myself more on different issues. But anytime someone tries to bring up certain issues, how I feel on certain matters, etc., I just tell them I don't have enough knowledge on the topic to have a strong opinion on the matter. Makes me feel stupid sometimes. But better off that than stir the pot on something I know next to nothing about.
I just tell them I don't have enough knowledge on the topic to have a strong opinion on the matter.
At this age in technology, they should be using an e-notice board or forum system to send out mass
I wish more people thought like this. Myself included. why some people can't understand that to have space to get in, you need to let the people out first.
Jesus, yes. Let the people out of the train. Then you can get on.
It's worth mentioning that she didn't really like
Threesomes can be frustrating. Edit. Thanks for the medal and upvotes.
I had my hand up because I had to use the bathroom and she kept pacing about the room, answering other kids' questions, but would glance at me and immediately look away. After about 5 minutes with my hand up and getting ignored, and about to shit my pants, I whistled as loud as I could. Interrupting anyone was completely out of character for me.
I could go on, but it involves resonant circuits and various forms of detection. Even though I understand how receivers are designed, it's still amazing that we are surrounded by so many radio signals, both intentionally produced ones and natural ones.
How we sometimes understand something differently from another person even though we are looking or experience the same thing.
Past memories affect how to deal with current issues.
The entire room got quiet and she snapped her head around so fast.
Person A has never had hardship, so they get fucked up from the situation they experienced with person B, who has experienced hardship and deals with the current situation better.
Because how you see yourself and how you see others are two different things.
You judge yourself by your potential while you judge everyone else by what they've done.
You judge others by their actions and yourself by your intentions.
Oh.
Removed.
Wow.
You think I'm a dog? Quote question mark.
I don't have an X. You might be focusing on the whole picture more than the individual parts. A lot of art teachers will make beginners turn their reference photo upside down and draw it that way just so they can focus on what the lines and shadows actually look like rather than what their brain thinks they should look like. This is similar to a tip I heard once about searching for an object in a room. English-speaking people mostly do everything left to right.
And she was often quite fun, but she did have one hell of an attitude if you didn't follow her rules.
Just like those sentences with duplicated words that our brain autocorrects. Scanning right to left instead kind of forces you to focus on individual objects and makes a search easier. Probably just in my head, but it seems to work for me. Friendship is magic.
I wrote her an angry letter. I was later forced either to apologize or they would tell my parents.
Yes. Friendship is magic. You PM me your _labia. B source.
LMAO.
Contend bronies pull the earth. Let's find out.
But first, what is the earth? Or rather, what isn't?
He said I didn't hand it over. That I cheated and some other crap. So I went to the school supervisor and asked to take the test again and she let me. My teacher asked to look while I did the test.
Which I suppose both must be joined together. Somehow, the TV knows how to interpret the signal and say here's the audio and here's the video, fine, I can get that. But, somehow the signal also includes data that says, here's the top of the image, here's the bottom, here's the left,
exclamation mark,
and here's all of the colors in the picture. I don't know what's going on there and I've wondered how much data can be packed into a TV signal. This technology has been around for decades and I don't understand it. I don't even want to even think of how Wi-Fi works. Edit. As others may have mentioned, there's other complexities in TVs such as closed captioning, picture-in-picture, and VCRs, that are in a common household item that we take for granted. Thanks for all of the explanations. I'm not going to be an expert, but y'all have helped me grasp the concepts.
How you can drop something on the floor and it seemingly disappears instantly. Then later you find it like 10 meters away.
Especially when the material shouldn't even be able to bounce that far. You drop a single Lego brick and it's fucking gone.
How people can draw and paint well.
Years of practice and a little bit of liking to it. No more than that. Cracks knuckles, step aside kid. I'll show you how it's done. Be 15 years practicing and boom. You draw well.
You must really
staring. Discipline, more staring.
Practice. Self-hatred, weeping, more practice.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day you amazing people.